right. So let's talk about today. Today is your review day for your test, which is on Friday. It is Unit 4, Atomic Structure. So everything in the packet. So if you want to peruse yourself, you'll see you have to be able to do a chart. You have to know what atoms, ions, and isotopes are. You have to know all that kind of good stuff throughout here. Okay. So everything you need is in here. 2 things today. I was gonna make you go through and do all of this concept map, but I decided against it. So I have printed a concept map for you. It has all the scientists in order. It has a little bit about quantum mechanics then. Make sure you might want to read through that, highlight some information on here. Your atomic structure information, and then how an atom emits light. If you can go back, just a little hint here, each of your packets that I gave you this year all have a concept map. That will be extremely helpful next week when you're doing your review sheet for your semester exam, because I gave you a concept map in each one. So if you're looking for something, you can always just start with the concept maps out, and then because your review sheet will be out of order to kind of help you think through things. So you could always use your concept map. So if you have all your packets, I would start to collect those this weekend, because next week you're going to be doing a semester exam review. And if you start with your concept maps, it will kind of give you everything you need to know. Okay, so you do have this concept map. And then the only other thing that you have is, where is it? I don't see it up here. You have the next thing that you're going to do here. You have your review sheet. It is front and back. I can say with authority now, we did finish the putting together the quiz, or your test, early this morning. It is 16 questions and 65 points. So again, it's not just like multiple choice, 2 points here and there. You will have, for instance, a chart you have to fill in. There's a big question about some of the scientists, things like that. I would say the things you need to know is everything on the review sheet. And I would know the scientists off of our quick study, okay? If it's not found on the quick study, it is not found on the test. We kind of narrowed it down to this idea here, okay? You want to make sure you know a little bit of the scientists in order. You don't need to know when they did their work. You just have to know who came before who. And I highly suggest that you know what model they had, okay? Now, there is one question, and it's only worth 3 points, but we decided to be, you guys are an honors chem class. I'm not putting it on my regular, but there's one question that you have not necessarily seen per se that's going to marry 2 things that you guys learned in this unit, and just to kind of make you think for a second, okay? So that there is one question, if you're like, we didn't exactly learn that, that is one question to try to see if you can extend your knowledge and take 2 things that we learned and kind of put them together, okay? So there's one thinker. Again, it's only worth 3 points, so we feel very comfortable putting that on there. So you should be good with that, okay? So what we're going to do today, it's open from 7:30 to 1:30. Those of you at home, make sure you get that done. You guys will obviously take it in class. You will need your periodic table out, and you are also more than welcome to have a calculator, but I put the calculator in there, especially for some of the atomic structure stuff if you want, okay? On your review sheet, there is not necessarily one of the big grids of the atomic structure. So if you would like, because you will have that, just like yesterday where I offered, if you want, there is atomic structure worksheet number 3. If you want to do any more of those big atomic structure charts, they are right there as well. So it's not necessarily on your review sheet because we didn't want to make it more than 1 page, but you do have practices, and anything in here that you want to do, there's always the key online. If you can't find the key online, write me an email, tell me what the name of the worksheet is, and I can always send you the key, okay? So I'm going to quit my yammering now. So you guys have about 30 minutes on your own to prepare yourself. Now, this is Friday, okay? Tomorrow we're going to do a lab. Those of you at home, you get tomorrow off to study. You're going to have a 16-question, 65-point test. Make sure you know everything on the review sheet. Make sure you can do an atom or atomic structure chart. And I would take a good old look at history of the atom quick study as well. okay? Even though that same information is also on the review sheet. So I'm going to let you guys just work. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. I did put the key to this review sheet in the Wednesday folder. So if you would like to check yourself, it is in the Wednesday folder. Okay? Other than that, I'm just going to hang out. I'm going to check with you guys at home in a second. And as soon as I check with you guys at home, if you guys want to go, be free and do your review. I have no problem with that. You don't have to sit here and do your review if you don't want to. Okay? All right. Let's do this. GM's on quietly. I'm going to check around here first and then talk to you guys.